we're going to take advantage of Chase being here with us and have a quick chat. It's not something we normally do in the interval, but there we are on screen. And you very much see why I have a face for radio, but you make up for it.
So thanks. I put my hair down too. So.
So first of all, you're obviously out injured at the moment. How's the injury rehabilitating, and have you got a goal of when you want to be back on the ice?
Yeah, it's going well right now. So I skated for the first time this past week, and that went decently. Trying to just keep my legs involved and slowly but surely build back up to game speed. I'm hoping the next couple weeks that I'll be good to go, but I don't want to rush back in and re-injure it and then be out for a longer time. So.
Yeah. I saw you put a little teaser on your Twitter yesterday, but fully kitted up. I think it got a few people excited.
Yeah, I liked it. Yeah, I don't know. I just had fun with the fans, and I actually took a selfie and was like, oh, I'll just put this up there. I like taking selfies.
So I want to talk to you a little bit about your sort of earlier career and something we was chatting about before the game started. And of course, you played at the University of Maine in NCAA. You obviously teammates with Tim Doherty and Mitch Fossier there. You were captain of the team for 2 seasons. Played in Belfast at Friendship 4 as well. First of all, how was that as an experience?
That was my, well, I guess technically my second time, but the first time was a baby. I don't remember being in Germany, but my second time in Europe. So going to Belfast was a really cool experience with all your college classmates. You get to go play games over there and play in a really nice rink there. Like Belfast's rink was fantastic. So that whole experience was awesome. It was a good bonding trip for all of our team and to experience a new culture, which was very cool at that age.
Mm-hmm. And obviously a great tournament, and I was privileged enough to be part of the broadcasting team. But something I want to talk to you about was your coach at the time, Dennis Gendron, sadly no longer with us, but I found him a very imposing character, with mid and end of game interviews, just very intense, big guy. And what was it like for you as his captain? How was your working relationship together?
He was great with me. He is intense, right? And so when I was a freshman pulling up there, I was, a couple meetings with him. I was pretty scared to begin with, but he was a big teddy bear. Like, he really cared about the human being, not just a hockey player, and he made that known. But as a captain, he worked with me. He was very, in a way, like a father-like figure to me as well when I was at school. So I learned a lot from him. I miss him sometimes, and it's very sad that he's gone. But he left a lasting impression on me that I'll take some lessons he taught me in my time at Maine for the rest of my life, and probably teach my kids eventually. So
clearly had an influence on your career.
Yeah, he did. And I was fortunate enough to cross paths with him. So
yeah. Because I mentioned there that you played with Tim and Mitch in that University of Maine team. Was that a big factor for you coming to the Panthers, the fact that they were already here, established in the team, and could help you settle in quickly?
Yeah, Mitch was a big reason I came. I also talked to Timmer about it as well, and them just having the best time. I mean, they said it was the most fun hockey they've ever played being in Nottingham last year. And at the point in my career that I'm at, that was a priority for me, is to come and enjoy playing and have that, almost like a little kid again, just really having fun and enjoying it, right? Because I think a lot of times guys will optimize for money and this and that, but their happiness is not put to the forefront. And it's what you do want to prioritize. And so for me, them being here nudged me to come as well, because I'm very good friends with Mitch and Timmer, and the fact that I did go to college with those guys pushed me over the edge to come to Nottingham, and them vouching for the city and the fans and everything about the organization. So yeah, I would say that's a huge reason I did come here.
And now you have been here, you mentioned about that happiness and how you feel. Is that how you're feeling in these first few
I love it.
weeks?
I love it. Yeah, I've loved Nottingham so far. It's an incredible city, very walkable. The only thing is that there's not a lot of sun. I love sun, but I knew that coming here. So again, trade-offs, right?
I think that's Britain as a whole.
Exactly.
To be fair.
Yeah, I'll pick my battles.
And within the elite league, again, we talked about this beforehand, but but the standard, was it what you was expecting, or has it surprised you? How have you found it?
In regards to which
to
part?
the competitiveness of the league, and of course the Challenge Cup, because I suppose it's very different for you that you have a cup tournament running alongside a league tournament as well.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't really know what the Challenge Cup was, and I got here and I was like, oh, what is a Challenge Cup? Like, aren't we just playing a regular season? And then the guys told me. But yeah, it's unique. It's different. I like that the league does it. But the hockey itself has been, I'd say it's good. It's like, again, it's competitive every night. There's teams that have a lot of good players, and that every year, as we mentioned earlier, the league is getting a little bit better and a little bit better. And I think pleasantly surprised by the level, and it's been good for me because I enjoy high competition, especially with hockey. It's fun. It makes the game more fun, more entertaining for the fans, and yeah, it's been great, and I'm pleasantly surprised.
Of course, you always are going to want to win whenever you hit the ice, but does having a competitive league, one, show the strength of the league, but also for you as a player, do you feel more fulfilled at the end of the season if it's been a competitive season where anyone essentially can win?
Yeah, I think it makes it more interesting for everyone, including the players, because if you're blowing teams out and you're first place by a mile, right, you get a little bit complacent. If you have that extra competition, I mean, we were talking about the goalies having healthy competition, right? It's the same thing in the league. If there's a few teams that are in the mix, it makes it more, like Game 7 every night for us. And so having that attitude and coming in and playing like that every night makes it better for everyone involved with the organization and the league and in general.
Just want to talk to you a little more about off ice now. You're very prevalent on social media. I think you're a very, very interesting character to follow on Twitter.
Thank you.
And
I don't know if that's a good or bad.
No,
but
I like saying
okay.
I enjoy reading what you've got to put out there. But a couple of things that have sort of I've really noticed, and things that explain to me red light.
Red light, yeah. So basically it's a therapeutic, but the sun gives off red light. It's just a wavelength of light that a lot of times people don't realize is super important for our circadian health. It also is good for collagen production, bumps and bruises, muscular. If you get hit, right, you can put some red light on it. Sometimes it'll bring the swelling out. And also ATP production, your mitochondrial health. So I'm just a big advocate for it. And I think a lot of it's one of this thing that's like a cheap solution to potentially have, uncapped. I think I should say uncapped upside, but it's worth trying, in my opinion. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor. This is not medical advice.
But it works for you.
It works for me. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it. I feel great, and so I think I incorporate that into my routine every week, and it seems to be helping. Hopefully, it helps this injury heal faster.
Another thing that I've been really interested in reading about what you say is coming off social media and taking breaks, and also something you put earlier this week about spending time alone with nothing, just with your own thoughts for maybe 30 minutes. As I mentioned to you, my wife and daughter are in Australia at the moment, so I have that opportunity to try that.
Yeah.
What is it for you? What do you find the advantage from that?
I just find it's basically a mindfulness practice, and so for me, we have all these stimuli 24/7, right? Like your wife and kids are in Australia, but when they're home, it's something's going on all the time, right?
Yeah.
Like you're busy, your mind is distracted, or you maybe think about something, but then you get distracted and you don't, and like later you're like, oh, I need to do that, and you forget. But all these stimuli around us are dopamine that's constantly being produced, and so that almost overwhelms our whole system, right? And then we get stressed, and next thing you know, 2 months down the line, we haven't taken a moment for ourselves. And so I think just incorporating that mindfulness practice, it couldn't be 30. I said 30 minutes, but like it could be 10 minutes if that's all you have, or 5 minutes, right? But just spending that time alone with no distractions in your thoughts, it really, well, first of all, sometimes it's scary because you don't want to get in your own head. You know what you're going to think about, right? It's a little scary. But at the same time, with practice, I find it's just helped me center myself and kind of check out from the world, if that makes sense.
Is it like a reset?
A reset is a good way to phrase it, yes.
Great stuff. Well, Chase, it's been a pleasure speaking to you. It's been a pleasure having you on the broadcast.